Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with SmartOptionTrade.com. It's Wednesday, the 7th of January. This is our midweek update. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please share if you do. Let's talk about what's going on here. We had a market that looked very, very good through most of the day today and has rolled over hard here. And we have a reversal candle here setting up on the SPY where we've gone red on the day and we've taken about back about half of yesterday's candle. What's going on today? I can't say that anything special. Trump for today has been extremely vocal and active along with the White House, and maybe that's part of it. There's auto loan interest being waived. We had, uh, yeah, I don't know, a bunch of different things. I don't even remember what they all were today, but it was a bunch of little things, and maybe they just all added up to something here, or maybe they had nothing to do with it. But it was the first day he's been extremely vocal in a while like this. And the market seems to be maybe reacting to it. It did kind of look like it was reacting to some of those headlines as they were posted. Again, nothing of them were extremely busy or bad. But, the markets reacted and down we are, and we didn't hold the breakout, although we did hit a new all-time highs. Something to note here is right here, everything red. Market breadth has been red all day. And that was something we noted early in the room that even when the market was up today, it was very thin. Breadth was red. Volume is pretty good. We're almost at yesterday's volume already. So we'll see what this is. The Qs were trying to break out of this downtrend and had and were looking great, and now here they are back in it, but they're still slightly green. That's where the strength was today. The IWM, kind of an ugly candle. The banks here selling off. Remember the banks report on Tuesday, and we saw GS and Bank of America and JP Morgan all pulling back. Wow, Bank of America really got hammered here today. Some of them getting hit pretty hard. Energy remains weak. Crude dropping again. One of the headlines this morning was that Trump said Venezuela's agreed to give the United States 50 million barrels of oil, which Trump will sell on the open market and administer that money. That's just more oil coming onto the market. I assume that's coming out of reserves in Venezuela, probably because they don't make that much oil. So that would just be a glut of oil coming onto the market. That's why crude's getting hit. Weak crude, though, is good overall for inflation, so I'm not going to cry about that or argue. Biotech was okay today, and then we had this news here, and there's this rumor that AbbVie is looking to buy RVMD, and that ignited this whole sector. And you see this huge move up here on XBI to highs. We also saw RVMD skyrocket here. Here it is on the highs. AbbVie skyrocketed. Even names like Moderna, as everybody's looking at speculation. We'll see if that turns out to be true or not and how the market reacts. But that was a dead sector. Other than Lilly today was having a beautiful day, new all-time highs. BMY, two upgrades in a row, had a nice day as well. If you're asking today where was the strength and what was going on, well, we're going to go back to Amazon for a nice day too. It continued to push. I am completely out of Amazon. Traded a couple times today. Just took off my last couple calls for a small loss on those. Although big money on Amazon in the last couple of days, they are still in the stock. We'll see. It just looked a little tired, but overall, not a bad day there on Amazon, and nice to see that one waking up here. I did trade Intel, although it's very small, but did catch a nice little trade on Intel today. Intel, huge move here, broke out to a 52-week high before coming in. I also called a very nice trade on Google earlier today. Google had a weird spike here around the 1 o'clock hour for 20 minutes and then gave it all back. Looked like it wanted to get that all-time high and didn't. The SMHs here continue to hold in well, right? Overall, Micron, which you would think should be coming in, and SanDisk and Western Digital are all holding in. Um, NVIDIA, nice little move in today, held the range. AMD, same type, but could not hold the range. They just really don't want those names right now. You look around, Microsoft had another nice day, got up to that 400 area, which we called as resistance, and it couldn't break and coming back in. Tesla was a very non-type day we talked about on a big down after a big down day. It usually tries to bounce, held up a little bit today. I think the next move is probably lower there, but we'll see. Meta looks meh again, couldn't get out, back down. Apple continues to look like a hot death here. Looks like it wants to test that 100 day. Palantir had a nice day, but not holding up so great, but a nice breakout here on Palantir, trying to break to the upside. Just kind of one of those days, guys. The market looked good, but it was very thin on what was working, what was moving. Bitcoin rejected a third time at the 50-day on the futures chart and it pushed back down. So where does this leave us as we go into the last two trading days of the week here? We'll see. Tomorrow I don't think is a big day today. Let me double check here. We have no earnings. Earnings season kicks off again next week. Where's my economic data? There it is. Tomorrow, what do we have? We have Challenger job cuts tomorrow morning. That's it. Um, we have a big morning on Friday, a non-farm payroll at 8:30. I'll open up the room early. The Supreme Court on Friday has declared it an opinion day, which means they're going to issue rulings. Whether we'll get a ruling on the tariff, some people think we might, and we could. That was what people will be looking at. That is one that could make some volatile swings here in the market. Outside of that, there's not much else going on this week. So, stay tuned, see how things get handled, and we'll go from there. Hope everybody's doing well. If you want to join us in our trading room, we'd love to have you. Link in the description below.